I've been told by someone that I need to start with crowd work, but this is the only second time I've done this, and I've never done crowd work, so that was a really good laugh, and I think it was that guy there in a kind of gay sweater, but I mean it matches you. It looks good. Yeah. So. What's your name?
William.
Two. Wait. Why did more than one person react to that? Did I hit a sore spot? No, but you look like a William. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Which one?
Wait, there's actually two.
Yeah, I'm also William.
Oh shit, I just thought you were both gay. No, but honestly, you look like two straight people would meet and go home together. But yeah. I read on ChatGPT that it's good to stay silent after you say a joke. They didn't tell me how long to stay silent, so it's actually kind of difficult. No, but you have a very chiseled jaw. Has anyone ever said that to you? No, the girl to your right. Yes, I would say. Is your name William?
No.
Fuck, it was a 50-50 at this point. What's your name?
Axel.
Axel?
Yeah.
Oh shit, do you drive cars?
Not right now, no.
No.
I can't afford one.
Cool. ChatGPT did not help me with responses to doing crowd work either. So I don't really know what's happening, and there's a lot more people than I thought, and I got kind of nervous. You know what, now I need to piss for the 18th time today. But I can go to my notes because they're always there for me. Not like, yeah. Too silent? No? No. But one thing that I actually really enjoy watching is people taking care of other drunk people. I don't know why I find it like an Olympic sport. Like when I go out drinking, I like to drink, there's no question there. But when I look at someone taking care of a girl that's too drunk compared to a guy that's too drunk, it's so easy to make a comparison in some way, you know? So when a girl gets too drunk, it's kind of like an emergency room at the hospital. So everyone immediately gets on board. It's like, oh my God, she needs water. She needs water right fucking now. Yeah. Okay, now, no, too much water. Too much water, she's gonna throw up. No, that's too much, that's too much. Okay, food. We need to get food. Okay, taxi. Who's gonna pay for the taxi? She can't pay for the taxi. No, she's way too drunk. And sometimes she's too pretty, so she's not gonna pay for that taxi. And then you need to fight off those random guys trying to get in the taxi with her. It's like, I'll take care of them. I'll make sure they get home safe. I'll put her to bed. You know? Like, it's weird. I've never been that guy, but I've been around those situations. But when a guy gets too drunk on one of your mates, and they're walking to the next place like they're trying to avoid worms from Dune, what guys do is they go up and make sure they're stable, so they get into the next place. You don't try to stop them and say, no, it's too late, you need to go home. I don't think anyone's ever told me I need to go home. They've told me you need a shot. That's how life is as a man. Especially when you find them throwing up in the urinal. Because a girl throwing up in a urinal, one wrong fucking place to throw up. You have your own bathroom still. Yeah, one day might not be, it'll be unisex everywhere. But a guy throwing up in the urinal, you just go up and try to piss over their head. But it's very, very awkward for me because I piss sitting down. So I can't really do too much help for my friends in that situation. But the best part about that is that after nights like that, it's so much easier to bring food home than a girl. Because most times, if my mate's throwing up in the urinal, I'm usually right next to him. Yeah, not sometimes pissing, sometimes not. It depends on the amount that I've had. But I really like the comparison between taking a girl, or as the Williams know, a guy. It completely depends on who you're into, right? So when I take food home, I like it over a girl because I can throw it down in bed and I don't have to listen to it talk for 45 fucking minutes before I can start enjoying myself. It's so much easier. And then after I finish for the second time, because I'm a champion, I don't need to listen to a conversation like, what are we? Like that conversation's just avoided, right? Again, ChatGPT told me to stay silent, so I'm trying to stay as silent as I possibly can. And then, after I'm done for the second time, as said, I fall asleep. And then when I wake up and the food's still in bed with me, I'm not disappointed. Like, it's okay. And then if I want to have a shower and the food's still there, round 3. Because most of the time I still have food left. I haven't really learned how to eat properly. Thank you, William number 2. Can you guys establish an order here? Which isn't William number 1?
I guess you're number 1.
So you're the bottom. Oh, but if you guys haven't noticed from the tone of my voice, I'm actually Australian. I've lived here for 7 years. 7.5. 7 years, 8 months, 29 days. I have counted, just to make sure I could say that. But your language is fucked. It's really hard. There's been so many times where I've made such simple mistakes. In my mind, I think I'm right. But then people in Sweden don't tell me that I'm wrong, and they play on that for way too long. Way too long. This one time I was going to go out for lunch with a couple of colleagues, and they were tall motherfuckers, these guys. And what I thought I said to this group of men was, it's not often I'm the shortest guy in a group. What I ended up saying in Swedish was, det är inte ofta jag är kortaste kille i gruppen. And then one of them came up to me and said, oh, jag kommer ihåg när jag var 27. I went, what, were you short? And then they laughed even fucking harder at me. And then what these guys did was they sent a company-wide email saying, don't tell him what he said wrong, but whenever he goes into the fikarummet, and whenever he goes into a meeting, you have to call him the kortaste kille. So, the next day, I went at 9 o'clock, as every Swede knows, 9 o'clock is fucking fika time. You do not mess with fika time. And I went out for a coffee, and everyone said, oh, här kommer kortaste kille. I went, I'm not short. I checked. I'm above average height for Sweden. So they laughed even harder. 2 fucking months. 2 months of that. Because they kept saying, remember, don't tell Callum. Don't tell him. I felt like a William. It was horrible. It was horrible. And it didn't help when I think I've got about 1 more of these in me. But I remember I went out drinking. The first night I was in Sweden, I was 19, 2014. So if you're good at math, I'm 30. I went out drinking, and these guys tried to teach me Swedish because I didn't know anything, right? They taught me 3 words. First one was gaffel, which they told me was fork. Second one was kniv, which they told me was knife. Found it a bit racist because I'm Australian and said that's not a knife. And then the third one was mamma knullare. They told me that meant hello. And it was just a little bit of slang. So I bought another shot bricka because, again, I'm a champion, can go twice. And then we left the place, and a guy fell off the bus very drunk and landed on top of me. In Swedish, he said, jag ber om ursäkt. I turned to him and said, oh, mamma knullare. And this is true. I caught him, and then he punched me in the face after I said hello. So I punched him back quite hard. And then we started arguing. He was screaming in Swedish at me. I was yelling at him in Australian English, which is honestly not the kindest English that you can yell at someone in. And then he started shaking me. He said, "You called me a motherfucker." And I said hello. And we're shaking each other, and we slowly stop. And I turned to look at the guys I'd met for the first night in Sweden, and they're on the ground. It's middle of March, and they're on the snow rolling around laughing at me. And I said, "I think these guys might have pulled a fast one. I think they fucking lied." So I turned to him and said, "I'm sorry." He said, "Okay. I'm not. You called me a motherfucker." I'm like, "That's fair. That's fair. I apologize for that." And then he ended up joining us for the rest of the night because his friend sent him home on the bus, but he stopped in town instead of going home. Then he taught me another fantastic word, which was, he told me it was cinnamon bun, but he said knullabulle. And at the time, I am single now, just so you know, but at the time I wasn't, because I moved here for a reason other than the weather. And so he told me cinnamon bun was knullabulle, and I said, "Okay, I believe you 100%. You have earned all of my trust. I will not question this for 1 second," because I was also drunk at 19. I ended up going back to my then girlfriend's place, and her parents, they were making cinnamon buns in the morning. I wake up hungover and a little, maybe even still drunk. And I go up the stairs and I want to impress them with this new Swedish word that I've learned. So I go upstairs and say, "Gott, älskar jag knullabulle." Her mum could not speak English very much at all, so she turns around and says, "Okay." Her dad spits his coffee out. I'm getting slapped by a girl I thought I moved to Sweden for, and then found out abuse happens to men. No hotline on Google. It's very hard to find. And yeah, that was a very interesting morning that I learned that knullabulle is not cinnamon bun. Mamma knullare is not hello in Swedish. And I walked around for 2 months being the horniest guy in my office without my knowledge. Might have been true, might have been a lie. Yeah, I'll leave that up to the Williams to decide. You've been giving me the eye since I got on this table. Honestly. Yeah, this wasn't even planned. We should plan something. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Oh, yeah. But you with the glasses there. What was that reaction? What's your favorite Swedish word? Really? Inte lagom. That word is confusing. Lagom is good or it's okay? It's good. Det är lagom. Okej, det är jävligt bra svar. Lagom och lagom. Nej, för att ditt lagom är inte min lagom. Nej, but it's good. Yeah. Det är lagom. Okay. Williams, what's your lagom? Okay, William number 1 if I need to throw the numbers in there. Okay, William number 2, can you have a more impressive response, please?
In the middle.
In the middle. I can see why you're number 2. Is the hat always backwards or you sometimes go forwards?
Sideways.
Holy shit, you look like Eminem's weird brother Skittles. Oh, I broke the poor Swedish man. I'm sorry. Oh, but I'm going to end it in a way that ChatGPT told me to, and that was silence.